Hey everyone, Andy here with my cancer journey. Sorry this video didn't get posted yesterday. I had a load of phone calls to make about getting my final oncology appointment and finding out about how to get my information from the hospitals. I spent a lot of time in different hospitals as well over the years. So if I want to get all of the information, I have to go through all of these hospitals. I don't even remember some of them. So I'm going to get what I can from Exeter Hospital, and it might take a while, but we'll get there. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about the start of my epilepsy, because it started pretty quick. But I want to start on a funny one, right? Just to explain to you how exhausted the chemotherapy made me. I'd get up, my bedroom at my mum's house was right next to the bathroom. So I'd get up, go to the toilet, and I'd have to sit down on the toilet. I couldn't stand up to go to the toilet. So I had to sit down, and even then I fell asleep on the toilet or passed out. I woken up on the bedroom floor, not made it to the bed. Sometimes I'd manage to get into the bedroom and to near my bed, and I'd sort of like get all dizzy, and everything would go bright white really. And I'd just sort of lunge for the bed and land on it, and then come round half on the bed and half off. But yeah, the funny thing is, I got up one day and I thought I'll run myself a bath. So I went into the bathroom, turned the tap on, and I went back into bed. And I lay down and put the TV on, and I fell asleep, but I passed out. And I woke up to this really weird noise, and all I can explain is it sounded like someone pouring water from a high height onto a really wet carpet, which is what was kind of happening. I flooded my mum's house. I woke up to this weird noise, and my mum's house is like a show house. It's immaculate. And yeah, I come out of my bedroom to see water an inch deep coming out and going over the stairs and pouring down onto the carpet at the bottom. And it was sort of, that's what the splattering noise was, because it was gushing down there. I turned the tap off, and my mum's got loads of towels in her own cupboard, and I literally used every towel, chucked it all down, like put towels everywhere. Went downstairs, it'd come through the light switch in the downstairs bathroom, it'd come through the ceiling above the stairs and was running out of the ceiling. My mum had to get the whole thing replastered, and it was a nightmare. I passed out on the floor after putting all the towels out and stuff, and then came round and cleaned up again, and then passed out. And yeah, I mean, if I hadn't been ill, my mum might not have spoken to me again. But hey, I was ill, so it wasn't too bad. Well, it was, but I got away with it. Hey everyone, Andy here, Cancer Journey. Gonna get into it. I had a little bit of a light-hearted joke about the flood in my mum's house. Right, this is. It's the start of my epilepsy and starting having my fits, how it was, what it felt like and stuff like that. So get straight into it. The first fit I had wasn't long into my journey with this chemotherapy for the brain tumours, and I had problems with the right side of my body. I'll give you a quick explanation. Basically, this is what they told me in the hospital. So, on the top of your head, right? So look, on my scars, right? On the top of your head, you've got these things that send messages down this side of your head, and these fire messages down this side of your head, and down this side of your body. Well, where I've had my surgery, those two are missing. So I've got this, basically, and I've got these ones on this side are still here, but they they're trying to send messages and it doesn't work. Actually, it's that way. It looks weird. And it doesn't send the messages, which causes me to have these funny effects down my right side, because it affects the right side of my body. It's on the left side. The left side of the brain controls the right side controls the left side. But anyway, these sort of neural things that fire messages, like normally they'd fire them to there, they'd go through like that perfectly. Mine's like that. So these two here have had to sort of rewire themselves into those like that. So this is gone, and that side I've still got. So that's why the messages it hadn't rewired properly, and I was having grandmaster fits, I think they're called. Well, I was having full blown fits, really bad ones. That healed itself up quite quick. That part where it sort of did that and healed itself up, it did it quite quick. But I still got a lot of the problems. I mean, I ended up calling my mum up. I had to go into hospital after I'd had these fits and stuff, and we went and saw neurologists and stuff. But I after the really big fits, I didn't really get any of them that much. But I used a lot of mindfulness. I could feel them coming on. And I'd get like I'd get this funny numbness down the right side of my body, and it was terrifying feeling, because I don't know whether I'm gonna have a fit or not. But it's not like I'll just go into one. I got the warning, so I had the fear there, and I think the fear feeds it sometimes. So I'd lie down on the floor. And I wouldn't move, so I wouldn't feel that one side felt different. I wouldn't feel anything like that. I'd just lie there and control my breathing and not think about it. And it was terrifying, but I got used to doing that, and it somehow it helped, because I didn't get medicated for it. I mean, I think I tried 3 different types of medication, but they have a book really thick, and it's try this one, we'll put it up until you stop having fits or get the side effects. Tried 3, got horrible side effects. Thought I'd rather just do what I'm doing and have to lie down on the floor. And that's what I've done, and it has got better over the years, and I've found medication has helped now. It's under control. I have a child, so I have to be medicated and stuff. So it's a bit different, but I do recommend that if you're feeling that way, try looking up some mindfulness techniques. Breathing really helped me, just lying down, and I used to picture somewhere like an island, like with lovely blue sea, the breeze, the warmth, the smell of the sea, and just that lovely feeling of being there. Picture it in your head. I was there then, but picture in your head, and deep breaths, not 10. Keep going until you feel comfortable and relaxed and calm, like you're easing out. Because that's what I did. And I mean, maybe if I hadn't, I might have built it up in my head and made myself have these fits. That's back on. But yeah, I ended up with that being a regular occurrence. It was really odd. I can remember staying at a friend's house and it coming on. It was very similar to the feelings that I got when I had the tumours, and the pressure in my brain causing me to get these horrible sensations down my right side, like pins and needles, and it was unbelievable. But it was a bit like that, and it's hard to explain with epilepsy, because it's you don't really know what's going on. Mine's not been looked at too much, really. It's just been epilepsy due to residual brain damage. Got to live with it. That's it. I'm not prepared to just accept that. I think there's other way forward, and I'm gonna look into those, and I'll share that on these videos. But the epilepsy was a small part of it, but it was a small part, but it played a big part in the fear that was very scary and very real for me. The realization that my brain wasn't able to control my body anymore. Sometimes it's a scary feeling, but like I say, the mindfulness helped me, the breathing, and now the brain is an amazing organ. It will rewire itself to send these I call them electric shocks and messages, and it rewires itself. Where I had my tumour here, I had a big bit of scar tissue, huge bit of scar tissue where they took it out, and I think they took a bit extra. But yeah, it took a while for my brain to rewire itself, but it does. It rewires itself, and you learn to live with things like my tinnitus. I live with it. I have done for 12 years. Since I first started my chemo, it started, and it's not stopped. It's got worse. I'm supposed to wear hearing aids. I do wear them sometimes, but I find that they block out, that they make me hear the annoying noises that I can't. But it kind of helps with the tinnitus. But my brain has trained itself to tune into other sounds and not to focus on the tinnitus, which is just another explanation of how the brain can be so amazing. Mindfulness is I believe that there is a way forward. People need to look into mindfulness when they're going through treatment as well, and try out techniques. Try. Keep going, keep fighting. Try everything and anything. There's so much out there now for everyone that you can get help with epilepsy. There's so many different ways you can do it now. I just thought it'd be good to get this one out, because I saw a thing. I think it's quite common to have fits and stuff when you're on chemo. So, but mine's not gone away. It's part of me now, and I don't notice it. I just have absences now, very rarely, and they're not. I don't notice them. It's my speech goes funny, or I forget what I'm saying. I suddenly, halfway through a conversation, completely blank. It's gone. It's never coming back. Someone can try and remind me with all sorts of things, but it's gone into nowhere. I don't know where it goes, but out my ear into this space around me. Yeah, it's been a really funny one to look into this for me. I've had to look at a lot of things. I'm not going to get into how I dealt with it really until the next video, and there were a lot of sort of things that I had to do to keep myself safe around washing, where I went, how long I went somewhere for, keeping in touch, things like that I'm going to get into that really can help as well, and building up a great support network. Social media is one of them. I'm going to try and note down a few sites for people to get support for testicular cancer, but if you Google it, Facebook sites for support for testicular cancer. There are loads of them. I recommend you engage with people. There's some awesome people out there, and we're all been through it or going through it and trying to sort of help people to fight, dig deep and to fight and keep that hope there and see the light at the end of the tunnel. I've got this book and I call it My Toolbox for Life, and I've been working on a torch for when the light goes out at the end of my tunnel of life. When it starts to get a bit dark, I can get into my toolbox and I can get out my torch, which is just a list, really, like going back to my previous videos. It's just a list, a breakdown of things and routines and that I go back to and I start again. And it's a process that you go through, but it pays off. And looking at yourself with self-reflection is amazing. I've learned so much from just looking at myself and listening to people as well. I struggle to stop this from going, and I'd like to be able to stop that, but unfortunately it's part of my brain damage. If it's not coming out of my mouth, it's going on in my brain. So I quite often talk a lot. But if people tell me, nip it in the butt and you're talking loads in a nice, funny way, I'll happily shut up and I'll realise then. But we are going to have some live streams coming, hopefully, with other cancer survivors and patients. It's in the process. I've got to sort of we've got to get to know each other a bit better, and then we're going to start doing some live streams, hopefully, and yeah, get some questions and answers out there, get some support for you guys that are going through it and really are struggling to come to terms with it. There's me, there's so many people, there's so many amazing people. One big shout out to Hannah and Chuck. You are a true inspiration. Both of you are amazing. Hannah, my prayers have been with you and will be with you, and me and my daughter, we're just sending so much love your way, and I truly believe that God is with you, and I hope you don't mind me messing, like putting you in my video, because you've been on my heart and my mind a lot, and you guys are super strong, and I've got so much to learn from you, and I cannot wait to get talking and yeah, just get some positive things going. So I'm going to leave it there, so that next time when you tune in, we'll go through how I dealt with having the epilepsy, what I did to change my life to be able to cope with having epilepsy and having these funny seizures and funny moments, having to lie down on the floor in funny places. There's things that you could probably put into practice, and also just knowing that these things will really help you. I'll leave it there. It's sunny outside. I'm going to get out with the dog and have a nice walk, get my one exercise, but I might push it and go a bit longer. Anyway, love you. Prayers are with you all. Stay safe. Be respectful to each other. And just love, live, and be grateful. That's all I can say. Speak to you soon. Bye.